Hi guys, Alexi here with your weekly roundup of retro news. July's been pretty good when it comes to releases, and surprisingly even better with new retro gaming consoles. If you're in the market for a handheld that plays all the classics and probably some of the newer ones, we have a few suggestions. Make sure to like and subscribe so you'll always be up to date with the latest retro news, and click that bell icon so you can be the first to know. Let's get started. The Miyoo Mini was great, let's be real. It did everything right and played all the classic games you could want for a reasonable price. Well, because of this, good old Reddit has been abuzz with a few consoles that might not be real. However, it's always great to look forward to something new, even if we have a few doubts. The Miyoo Mini Horizontal is a new version of the original that looks great and has that form factor of a modern handheld console. A few photos have popped up online and it's promising to say the least. It's slimmer, has an analog stick, and what looks like a USB-C port, an absolute must in this day and age. There also seems to be an SD card reader, which means we might be able to play our own ROMs if we so desire. Looks too good to be true, and it might be, but we'll keep our eyes peeled on this interesting little doohickey because deep down inside, we all want it. Moving on to a more confirmed handheld console, the Ayn Loki has a spec sheet, a release date, and a really badass look. Ayn is a Chinese company that's been making waves lately and are looking to dominate the mobile gaming market even more so with these new consoles. In terms of specs, the Loki is an absolute treat. It comes packed with a 6-inch IPS display, an Athlon Silver 3050E CPU, AMD Radeon graphics, 4GB of DDR4 RAM, a 40.5 watt battery, 64GB of storage, a micro SD card slot, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth capability, and lastly, it runs smoothly on Windows 10. Now that's a whole lot of goodness to unpack. Sure, it may not be able to run any AAA games with such little RAM, but hey, that's not the point. 2D side-scrollers, beat-em-ups, and fighting games are the way to go. The Ayn Loki Zero is set for release at $199 before taxes and shipping. Before one of the most affordable Windows-run handhelds, it's stiff competition against everyone other console pretty at the $200 and below price range. More competition? Yes, please. Now it's time we talked about a handheld that's been out and about and guaranteed to knock your socks off when it comes to that mobile retro experience. I'm talking about the Anbernic RG353P that was released some time ago, but has since earned its colors as a handheld that you should hold on to. First off, it looks gorgeous with a 3.5-inch IPS touchscreen display, bright and sensitive, just the way we like it. With some spacious button arrangement and a solid D-pad, you won't have any trouble moving your hands around, especially when gaming gets a bit more intense. Also, a mini HDMI and OTG port give you options, big screen or small screen. Since it's priced just a bit lower than most competing consoles, it doesn't have as much juice or as many bells and whistles. Still, for a handheld that runs on Android 11, it's a pretty sweet deal. Now, emulation is the name of the game here, and we're happy to report that this little device can punch above its weight class. If you have the necessary ROMs on hand, the RG353P is fully capable of running 80s and 90s classics, games on the PlayStation, N64, and Dreamcast, and even titles from the Nintendo DS. Now that's a massive selection, and you won't be running out of stuff to play anytime soon. So prep your micro SD cards while you can. At $140, it's a bit pricier than its siblings, but a compelling alternative to other brands. From what we see though, the Anbernic RG353P is definitely worth checking out, especially for the kind of gamer who likes to back up those ROMs, waiting for the day when you can play them on a bigger, better screen. Well, there you have it, your weekly retro news right on time for you to enjoy. If you've got suggestions on news to cover, let us know down in the comments. As always, don't forget to like the video to help out with the YouTube algorithm. Again, I'm Alexi, and I'll catch you all again next time.